Hey guys, I'm Charlie, and welcome to Puppet and the Movies, the only movie review program hosted by a puppet. Tonight we're going to look at the 3 biggest movies of the Christmas season, plus a home video release. First up is 127 Hours. Love it! 127 Hours is about a fearless hiker who gets his arm caught under a rock and can't get himself loose. I was dreading seeing this because being trapped somewhere like this is actually my biggest fear. I can't imagine what my life would be like if I lost the use of my arms. And the movie is definitely hard to watch, but it turned out to be really unique and skillfully executed. Bringing together the Slumdog Millionaire team of Danny Boyle, Simon Beaufoy, and just a bunch of other people who also worked on Slumdog Millionaire, this was one of my favorite movies of the year. There were no puppets in it, but there is a part where I believe they did employ some puppetry for special effects. If you've seen it, you know which part. Next up is Morning Glory.
What's going on now?
Mike is offended by a word in the next story.
It's about Easter chicks.
I'm not saying the word fluffy.
Morning Glory is about a girl who runs a morning TV show at a big network starring a grizzled news anchor, and she has to get the ratings up before they get canceled. The cast in this is pretty baller status. Rachel McAdams kills it. Diane Keaton kills it. John Pankow, who played Paul Reiser's cousin Ira on Mad About You, kills it. And Harrison Ford just crushes it as usual. It was written by Devil Wears Prada scribe Aline Brosh McKenna, and she just pones the screen with snappy dialogue and clever situational comedy. All the morning show stuff was fresh to death, but there was a romantic subplot with Patrick Wilson, and that was mega weak sauce. It was really unchallenging and didn't belong in this otherwise hit movie. There was no puppet work at all, which was disappointing. Harrison Ford has certainly done a lot of puppet work in the past, in the Star Wars films and Indiana Jones and that. When we come back, we'll review the new Harry Potter movie and the hottest new home video release.
What do you know about the Deathly Hallows? It is rumored there are 3.
Welcome back. I'm Charlie, and you're watching Puppet and the Movies. Emma Watson and Alan Rickman star in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1. This is an adaptation of the last Harry Potter book, which they decided to split into 2 movies. It's a pretty wicked adaptation of the text, its only flaw being that it's half a movie. But there's no avoiding that. When people ask, did they really have to make it to 2 movies? I say yes. It's important to show the epic scope of Harry Potter's final journey, and condensing the details would only compromise the whole point. It would be like trying to edit all the Lord of the Rings into 1 movie. Or all the Ernest adventures. Ernest can't save Christmas if he's in jail and scared stupid. And at the same time, you can't have him not be or do any of those things. That's the best way I can explain it. There were no puppets in the movie, but the computer-generated imagery at times looked very much like puppets, especially this really killer animated sequence in the middle, which was nice, but would have been better with real puppets. Next, we'll look at Iron Man 2, which is now available on home video. Iron Man 2 is a piece of crap. The first one was great, but this one is just one big giant teaser for the upcoming Avengers movie. So as boring as it is now, just imagine how boring it's gonna be after the Avengers comes out. I thought this movie was gonna be about Iron Man. Nope. They also completely denigrated the severity of Tony Stark's alcoholism. I thought alcoholism was a serious disease. Nope. But the movie's perfect to rent at home. Just get some Coca-Colas and make a big bowl of popcorn and watch it with the whole family on Christmas Eve. Because as dumb as it is, your relatives will probably enjoy the special effects and also Mickey Rourke. That's it for this installment of Puppet and the Movies. Until next time, the Puppet Theater is closed.